Good. Hi, Billy and Cristin. Nice to talk to you today.
Nice to talk to you
Thank
too.
you.
So, Cristin, you've been finding yourself in crazy situations on screen, what with this and Palm Springs.
I know. I didn't realize that until we started doing press for this show, and people have been pointing out, because to me they're such different women, so I've only been thinking of it in terms of the person I've been playing, and then people have brought it to my attention that they are two scenarios in which I'm trapped in a reality that I don't desire to be a part of. Which, couldn't all of us say that about living right now?
Well, the premise
Help me out, Billy. Come on, man, don't leave me hanging, Billy.
The premise for this series is really unique and inventive. How would you describe Made for Love to people who haven't seen it yet, and also each of your characters?
It's really hard to describe it. We have to describe it all day, and I would say that that's also one of the things that I love about it, is that it is hard to describe. I think that it deals with it deals with connection between connection to ourselves, connection to our families, connection to our spouses, connection to our exes, connections to each other, while also being this sort of like sci-fi, dark comedy, heightened magical realism world. Like, there's a lot going on, but I also really love that. To me, that sort of feels like life. You know, how would you describe, like, what's the genre of life? I don't know. I feel like I lost the thread there. I took a big swing and I kind of like missed the ball, but you get it. Billy?
Everything that Cristin said, and it's, you know.
I feel like you're coming upon us like we've been doing these interviews since like 8 a.m. and we've now just reached like the feral stage where we're both like, well, like you're witnessing like a real, oh, God, sorry.
Billy, describe your character.
I think Byron Gogol is the personification of toxic masculinity and what society thinks as a successful human being. I kind of came to this realization during these interviews that, you know, this show is a little bit of after Prince Charming and the Princess Mary, and that's it. And then our show is the credits afterwards, what actually happens, and realizing like, oh, that whole life that I wanted, that kingdom and that Prince Charming and all that crap, like, it's not actually what I wanted. And there's actually no connection here. I was living out a fantasy. I fell in love with the idea of love rather than this person that I'm actually trying to connect with.
Yeah.
Well,
what setting would each of you choose for the hub if you could pick anything at all?
I gave this answer earlier, but I stand by it. I took a trip to Tanzania a couple years ago, and it's the most beautiful place I've ever seen in my life. And I would just have that surrounding me at all times.
I'm down with the hub the way it is. Like, it could be anywhere in the world, but I would want one of those anti-gravity rooms, like, and you just like the wind blows in your face the whole time, and you could just fly in there. That would be fun.
Now, where was this filmed, or is all of that like on green screen?
Oh, we filmed it in LA, like in LA and outside of LA and on a soundstage, but the hub is at a house. Well, yeah. Parts of it are on a stage, and then parts of it are in a house.
Yeah, some are green screens, but a lot of it was like on a proper location.
Yeah.
And I just have time for one more question, but tell me what it's like to work with Ray Romano.
Wait, what?
Wait, what did you say, Billy?
I said, we're going to miss you. You said you had one more question. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I know. The time is limited. I have to fit.
What is Ray like?
Yes.
He's a delight. Everybody loves him for a reason. He's a delight. He's such a wonderful human being, but he's also such a fantastic actor, which I knew, because I've watched him in so many things, and he's such a like deep feeling person, and I don't know, he's such a wonderful performer, and I'm really excited for people to see him in a new light in this show, because I feel like he gets to do stuff in this that maybe people haven't seen as much of, but he's an utter delight. Billy?
Well, I have to say, Ray is, in this crazy industry that we work in and live in, he is a man that I look up to and admire, and with full respect and trust. And as a younger man in this industry, I truly admire how he composes himself and carries himself in the professional world. And if I could be a smidgen of what he's like, I would be honored.
That's so nice to hear.
Yeah.
And I have to say, thank you so much for chatting with me today. You two are so much fun, and wishing you much success with the series.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.